Hey, what's up you guys? I'm going to show you all how I transform Kenneth's 4C curls into either 3A, 3B, or 3C curls. I hope you all enjoy this video. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and like, and let's get started. I first used Soft and Beautiful Botanicals Texturizer. It came with 2 texturizing creams, no mix formula. It came with 2 neutralizing shampoos. And it came with a light cream moisturizer. It also came with something else, but I didn't use it. I started off by putting some Vaseline around Kenneth's edges or edge line because I don't want the product to burn him. This does act as like a perm, but it does not make your hair all the way straight. It just simply loosens the curls. It does not make your hair bone straight. It just makes it loosen your curl pattern. We decided we wanted to do this about 2 weeks ago, but we just had to have a little bit of time. So I'm going to do a test strip. I'm just going to dip my finger in it and swirl it around a little bit and just got a little bit amount, and I'm going to put it on his curls. And you really want to make sure that you work the product in very well. You're not supposed to leave this on for no longer than 4 to 6 minutes depending on your texture of hair. We used the normal kind instead of the one for coarse hair because that's all that Walmart had. This came for about $4, and this is 5 minutes later after washing it with the neutralizing shampoo. As you guys can see, his curls are a lot more looser, but we do want them to be a little bit more loose. So I sectioned his hair off, and I worked at one section at a time and washed one section at a time because Kenneth's hair is so thick. Even though it's so short or whatever, it's still thick. So you just want to make sure that you work this product in as fast as possible because this stuff does start working as soon as you apply it. So we want to make sure that we get right down into his baseline of his root to make sure that we get those stretched out as much as possible without, making it too stretched out. If it makes any types of sense, you want to work with this product very fast. And I am going back over that same little curl because we do want that to be a little bit more loose. And we're also going to get around those edges because, they're your edges. You want those to be not nappy. So I'm basically just working this in with my fingers. You don't have to use a comb or anything. There's no certain type of application that you have to use. But I am going to use the pick method with a wide tooth comb. And I'm just kind of picking through the hair and kind of combing and picking, combing and picking. But you don't want to comb too much because, as I said, this will loosen your curls. And you don't want to get super loose curls and just damage your curl pattern or whatever. So you just want to be very mindful of how you comb and pick the hair. Don't go over the same spot too many times. I'm just basically making sure I get to the root of his hair because Kenneth has a really hard time shampooing his hair because he doesn't know how to manage this thick, coarse hair. So I decided I wanted to help him with that. Now, FYI, a texturizer and a perm or a relaxer are like sisters. You can get no lye, no mix with either or, but you do have to be mindful that you will not be completely natural if you go through this step. You will probably be about 85% natural, and this is a permanent method to loosening your curls. The only way that your curls will revert back is if you have new growth, but this will loosen your curls to help them be a little bit more manageable. Now, a lot of girls do not want to use texturizers because it does act like a perm, but I guarantee you it will not make your hair bone straight. It will just simply loosen the curls. You want to make sure that you do your research before you do any of this because you don't want to possibly damage your hair, and you also want to make sure that you do a test strip so you know how long to leave it on your type of hair or your type of curls. So I went ahead and washed that section out after 6 minutes, and I'm going to start on the next section. And I'm just doing the same thing repeatedly. making sure that I get those edges really nicely. And now I'm just going to comb that as well, or pick that out as well. Be sure that you don't pick it too hard because you don't want the product to fling up in your eye, because it kind of almost did fling up in my eye and almost burned my eye out. So you just want to make sure that you are doing it as best as you can, as quickly as you can. So now at the back, I am going super fast because Kenneth's hair is super tight and thick at the back of his head. So I'm making sure that I work that product in very fast. And I only left the product on each section for about 6 or 7 minutes. With the back, I did leave it on for about 7 minutes and 30 seconds, maybe 8. It just all depends on your texture, which spots are a little bit more coarse than the other, how long you might need to leave it on. You know, it just all depends. And as you guys can see, I'm using a lot of product, and it's so hard to get to the root of Kenneth's hair because it's so freaking thick. I'm so glad I don't have 4C curls. Girls with 4C curls, you the real MVP, because I don't think I could deal with it. So again, I am just picking that out with the wide tooth comb, or the wide section of my comb, and I'm making sure that I don't pull too much because I don't want to make his curl pattern even more loose. I just wanted to get it to a 3A, maybe a 3B, or a 3C, which is my curl pattern. Now notice that depending on your type of hair, it will depend on how loose your curls will be, or how the texturizer works to your hair. Not everybody's 4C curls will turn out to be a 3A, 3B, or 3C. Just take that in mind. So after I washed that out, I just put some conditioner on Kenneth's hair, and as you guys can see, I can actually comb through his hair. And I basically just let him sit with the shower cap on his head for about 30 minutes to allow him to have like a deep conditioner. And I just used a protein conditioner. Any kind is fine. You can use the one that they gave you in the pack. I did use that, and I used some of my Shea Moisture's deep conditioner. And I just let it sit on his hair for about 30 minutes with the shower cap. And as you guys can see, it's so much more manageable than what it was. Like, I couldn't even get a comb, my finger, through his freaking curls. So now he's like super happy, even though he looks kind of crazy right here, but he's super happy that he's able to work with his curls a little bit better and able to actually get down to his scalp, so he doesn't have, you know, craziness going on in his scalp. So I'm basically combing the conditioner through his hair. And this is how it came out, you guys. I hope that it was helpful for you all. I hope that you like it. If you want to try this out, let me know how it works out for you. And I will see you guys later. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and check out my previous video. Bye.